Deepti Laurent joins me on set. Deepti, you're going to start us off with the visit of Pope Leo to Italy on the occasion of his first anniversary as Pope.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly a year ago, white smoke at the Vatican indicated that a new pope had been named. Robert Francis Prevost, the first US-born pope, became Pope Leo XIV. And to mark his 1 year as pope today, he's actually traveling to Naples and Pompeii, much to the pleasure of Il Mattino, an Italian daily based in Naples, which you see there says rather exuberantly, welcome to Pope Leo on its front page. Ouest de France, the French regional paper, meanwhile, takes stock of Pope Leo's first year at the Vatican, looking at his style, his governance, and the messages that he's also sent. His style tends to be more discreet and collegial than his predecessor. Indeed, France 24's website here explains that Pope Leo has really opted for simplicity in his papacy. As we know, he's the first American pope. He's from Chicago. He loves the White Sox. He plays tennis and swimming, goes swimming. He wears a smartwatch. He does Wordle like the rest of us. So he's really just one of us.
All right, I'll have to add him on Wordle then. I don't even know if you could do that. But he also had to contend with attacks from Donald Trump, and a lot of them.
Yeah, extraordinary critiques by the US president in early April, as Le Parisien newspaper explains. He drew Donald Trump's ire by criticizing the war in Iran. Donald Trump, in turn, responded by calling the Pope weak on crime, to which the Pope then said he was not afraid of the Donald Trump administration. Now, in a bid to appease tensions, as Il Tempo, this Italian daily here, notes, Donald Trump sent his Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, to the Vatican for a meeting with the Pope on Thursday. The conservative daily calls Rubio the peacemaker, saying that the Pope and Donald Trump speak the same language, yet a peacemaker, a facilitator, an interpreter of sorts was needed to ensure dialogue between the two of them. And Marco Rubio really filled that role. Regarding that meeting, The Independent, the British daily, notes that the Pope actually gave Marco Rubio a little gift, as is customary, and the gift that he had given him was an olive branch, a not so subtle allegory, perhaps. Rubio's gift, in return, a palm-sized crystal football, to which the Pope said, "Wow, okay." So you really get the nature of the visit and the tensions that might exist between the Trump administration and the Vatican. The Vatican, for its part, has been very open about the nature of the visit, saying it was indeed born out of a crisis.
The holiest wow okay that has ever been uttered. In the UK, the current Prime Minister Keir Starmer is suffering losses at local elections.
Yeah, and the local elections really take the pulse of his popularity, well, rather his plunging popularity. This is the Daily Mail here saying that Starmer faces a wipeout, and that if results are as bad as predicted, it will certainly increase pressure on him to make a decision regarding his future as Prime Minister. The Daily Mirror, for its part, on the front of its website here, saying that Labour did lose hundreds of council seats to reform. However, that apocalyptic prediction may not materialize. Obviously, this remains to be seen as those results come in.
Staying in the UK then, people are also celebrating a birthday of the well-known conservationist Sir David Attenborough.
That's right. He turns 100 this Friday. The natural historian, writer, documentary maker, narrator, and conservationist has a career that spans some 8 decades. He's made 9 documentary series. Sir David Attenborough is a national treasure in Britain. He turned his trademark whisper into one of the most powerful voices in the world. He turns 100 today, as you see here, a glowing tribute from the Times of London, but also the Eye here. And the Royal Albert Hall will be hosting a celebratory concert for his birthday. The Scotsman here has a lovely editorial looking at David Attenborough's influence, saying that, crediting him really with changing attitudes towards nature for the better, but also inspiring generation after generation. And on the occasion of his birthday, he actually was gifted with a a gift here. A parasitic wasp from Chile has been named after him. It's actually one of 50 species of plants, animals, and microorganisms named after Sir David Attenborough, I guess. Certainly a gift he would perhaps enjoy in particular.
Yeah, would you enjoy that?
Not really. I've been wondering about the meaning behind a parasitic wasp.
No, let's not read into it too much. You know, he's left his mark on nature. Finally, you've been looking at the cover of Rolling Stone magazine.
Yeah, that's right. Rolling Stone's May edition here features none other than BTS, another juggernaut of sorts. The pop icons' cultural impact is undeniable, whether you like their music or not. They've obviously been back in the news because they're back on tour with a new album after a long hiatus due to a mandatory Korean military service. Here they are on the front page. They're also in the edition of Rolling Stone. Each of the 7 members get their own mini cover page inside Rolling Stone as they talk about, among other things, their personal ambitions as well.
Great. Thank you, Deepti, for the press review. Good to see you.